That now. Bought the property back in 2003 from my great aunt, who was she was actually getting sick and going to a nursing home, and I was actually looking for some property at the time, and just so happens I kind of moved in at the right time, and asked my uncle, who was taking care of it, how much they were selling it for, and that's when he told me how much it was going to be sold for, hopefully, and said, okay, I'll take it. And that was it. I mean, I bought the property, and I was going to build a house up on it, just like the articles say. I was in the process of building a road up to the top, and I was going to just build a little modest small home up there. Had a nice little mountain view up on the top, and as we were digging up the road and everything else, we started ripping up these big. My dad was ripping up these big flat rocks out of the ground, and caused a lot of curiosity, and we didn't really know what the heck was going on. My dad, being a logger, had been in the business, and he's uprooted several trees and dug in plenty of ground in his day, and he had never seen anything like this. So from there, we just I did a little bit of research and got a hold of a geologist. Actually, 2 years later, I got a hold of a geologist, but I did a little bit of research and found out that the guy on the backside of the mountain was selling this rock and had been in business for 70 years. And I didn't know this at the time. I had no idea this guy was this close. And so we opened up our small little rock quarry. We've actually been in business for a couple of years. It's just nobody's really talked about it as much as what's been talked about now. So, and then recently, I was, after walking the property every day, I spent a lot of time up there snowshoeing in the wintertime and just checking out the wildlife and stuff like that. I'm kind of an outdoorsy type guy, but I'd go up there and all I would see is these outcrops of rock everywhere, and it caused a lot of curiosity with me. I didn't know how much stone was actually on the property, and it was just a question that I always had, with my own self. I didn't really talk about it a whole lot with my friends and people like that, but I'd always talk about it with my dad, like, look how much stone we really have up there, and that's when I got a hold of the geologist, and he went up there and he did his little survey or whatever, and he got back in touch with me last August. I was actually on the way to the baseball field, and he called me and gave me the news, and it was shocking. I didn't know what the heck he was going to tell me. I had no idea, and then when he told me what it was, and just kind of, trying to do some quick math in my head on the way to the field that day, and my buddy was with me, and he started punching in all these numbers, and that's basically the story of where all these numbers come from. So, I guess that's my opening statements to you guys. I'm here, I'm playing baseball. I mean, my passions are get to the big leagues and be in the big leagues and be a baseball player. I mean, it's not to be working up to some rock quarry, digging out stones the rest of my life, And it's kind of not overshadowed my career, but, it's brought a lot of attention to a lot of different people. But, I just want to let everybody know that I'm here to concentrate on baseball, and, I'm out doing early work and focused on getting to the big leagues, and that's my passion, that's my dream, and that's not going to change. But, the rock is something cool on the side, and I know that's why you guys are all here now to want to find out about this thing. But, we'll just see how everything goes with that, and in the meantime, I'm focused on getting to the big leagues.
A lot of people have to worry about financially, making it. Does it help you, at least in that regard, relax? Because
I think it has, subconsciously. I mean, I still work just as hard as I ever have. I mean, I'm not taking baseball for granted by any means now. I mean, I still work just as hard, but, I think it has maybe taken off a little edge, because the potential of down the road what could be. But honestly, I work just as hard now, if not harder now, than I did before. So as far as the financial part of it, maybe subconsciously it knocks a little edge off a little bit, but my passion, my dream is still the same. It hasn't changed.